Yo, 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 what it is, y'all? It's your boy Jones, and welcome to another episode of the Jones and Podcast brought to you by Jones for Sports. We make sports better. And as always, I'm brought to you with my co host E. E, was good?
What's good?
We here. We here. Playoff time is here. So, y'all know we're going to talk some playoff stuff. We're going to talk a little WNBA, and we're going to talk some USA basketball. But before we get into that, y'all know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share, comment as we go. Enjoy the show and have fun. If you have some comments, put it on the screen. We'll try to get to your questions as we go throughout the show. Another thing I want to say before we get into it, today is National Autism Day. So I got my shirt. Show your love and support for other people that suffer with autism. Um, I know I work with kids that have autism. I know family members that have autism. My cousin, my niece, Savannah. Shout out to you. Love you. Shout out to all the autistic
Yep.
kids, adults. You have your support here, no matter what, here at Jones, and um, you're always going to be thought of. So definitely wanted to shout them out. Like I said, I got my shirts. Make sure y'all show y'all support for autistic movement. But let's get into it because it is playoff time, y'all. It is playoff time. Play-in just happened. E, tell me your thoughts quick on the play-in tournament so far.
Um, it's been good. It's been exciting. Like when you get, when you get to see Philly versus Miami in a play-in, like that's not something you thought would happen at the beginning of the year. The
Yep.
team just went to the finals. A team that's usually a top three seed in the East, and then on the West you got the big name superstars,
Oh,
LeBron,
yeah.
AD, Steph, like.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
and
that's a
I
fact.
like it. I like it because it's showing you like how the league is in general. Like those are the teams that are in the play-in.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's for it's real. It's
You
strong.
know?
It ain't easy. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And I feel like it makes teams make the regular season more important.
Hmm. Absolutely. Basically, like just to go off of what you said, this is exactly what the NBA
Yeah,
wanted. Like this
it
worked
stops that
exactly.
load management, sitting your top guys thing, because
Yep.
now every game is important because you want to be one of those top six seeds to avoid the play-in.
Exactly. And that yeah, it really forces teams to really not be in that seven and below seed. So yeah, absolutely. I agree with you 100%. This is exactly what Adam Silver was looking for because now not only teams try to avoid that, but down the stretch of the season, teams are playing way harder to try to get out of that. So you're
Yep.
watching great basketball, and then once you do get the play-in tournament, you still get something. You still get great basketball because teams are trying to get in the play-in. Um, the only thing that I don't like about the play-in is that they don't count these stats. I think these are stats that matter,
They should
and they
honestly.
just it should be in
I
its
don't.
own category at least.
I don't like hearing. Like, I'm a Laker fan. There's no secret. Um, we won that game against New Orleans, and it goes, the Lakers are in the playoffs. It's like, okay, but they kind of were in the playoffs anyway.
Right.
Like if
Exactly.
that's not gonna count as like the playoffs, then you might as well count it as extra regular season games.
Exactly. That's what I would count it
Or
as
like you
regular.
even said, give it its own little, stat, like the play in.
Yeah, play-in stats, play-in tournament, whatever you want to call it. Like they should definitely give it its own stat. Like the fact that it doesn't count for nothing is ridiculous. Like because that's real. That's playoff basketball right there. Like
Yeah.
it should count for something. I don't understand that. That they should do something with that. But yeah, no, I think it's been great so far. 4-0 so far. Called every game. Called the Lakers. Called Sacramento. Called um, Philly, and called what was the other game I'm missing? Chicago.
Atlanta.
So, and now they're playing right now. Chicago and Philly, I believe, right?
Miami.
Not Miami. Sorry. And I picked Chicago because I think what's his name is not playing this game. Jimmy Butler.
Oh, Jimmy's out for weeks.
Yeah, he's out. So
Even if they win, they're pretty much done.
exactly. So that's gonna matter. Nico in the building. What up?
Yo.
What's going on? What's going on? We talking some playoff basketball. But before we even go on to continuing our conversation, we got to shout out to Nico and the Zone Tribe for winning not one, not two, not three, definitely not four, but five of them things. Five. Shout out to you, Nico.
I like the Kobe meme, but you missed one too.
Which one?
You had to do the Killer Mike.
Oh,
It's a sweep. It's a sweep.
It's so sweet. Yo, shout out to you though, Nico. What do you
I'm
got to
so
say?
mad I
Like,
missed
how
that
you
one
feeling?
I'm so
How
tired I
you
missed that. That's a great idea.
how you feeling though, Nico? After bringing
That's the
home
next. That's
five
the
of
next.
them things.
That's the next intro to the next freestyle.
It's a sweep. Yo, I feel great, man. Yo, it feels super. I had to make the speech a couple of times the other night, so I got it down now. It feels like it's just super. Yeah, it's something so like not humbling, but like rewarding about being acknowledged and recognized for what you do. Especially when what you do isn't the norm, yo. So I'm just like super grateful to be acknowledged and to be recognized by like by a platform and by like the voting public. So the fans, the supporters. That shit means a lot, man. I'm super grateful. I appreciate it. And we coming back for more next year. I'm coming back for everything we didn't win this year. I'll fuck around and be the best designer next year.
Yeah, you got to find your way into the other categories now.
You feel me? Might start modeling some shit
Absolutely.
this year.
Yeah, for real though. Shout out to the tribe, man.
Tribe
As
shit
someone
only.
that got to experience it, been to a few shows and watched not only Nico but the whole tribe, just the whole everybody that performed. Like it's just a great vibe. But there's no question, no bias when I say this that the tribe is by far the best. Like it was clearly it's no bias because they won. The people have spoken.
You feel me?
The people have spoken, so it's no bias. They ran the house. It was crazy. It was a dope environment. So shout out to you. I had to make sure that when you got on here, we had to give you your flowers, my boy.
I appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yo, mad random. I know it's off topic. I know I got in here like 5 minutes late. Yo, my phone locked. I don't know how. My phone was in my pocket. I pulled it out. It was like iPhone locked for 30 minutes or whatever. And I was like, how the fuck it happened in my pocket? Like, what? So I go to put in my password real fast, and it was like wrong passcode. iPhone locked for 45 minutes. And I was like, nah, bullshit. I let the 45 minutes go by. And this is then like at 7 p.m. I let the 45 minutes go by. It's just an iPhone locked for the next hour. I was like, oh, wow. All right.
And you somebody off at Apple.
I was like,
Yeah.
It said to reset it, you had to like hard reset the phone.
Oh,
and you might lose everything. And I was like, well, that don't seem working. I'm gonna just try again in an hour. And if not, we're gonna be on this bitch from the watch.
Yo, pulling up to the pod and from the watch is fire.
That would have been insane.
That'd have been fire. That'd have been a first class.
On my go gadget.
But yeah, so we talking NBA play-in tournament. What's your thoughts on the play-in so far?
Yo, they balling, man. That Eastern Conference one was real good. That was a hell of a game. Golden State came out there and did what I thought Golden State was gonna do. I think we've seen Klay Thompson's last game as a Warrior.
We've definitely seen the end of that big three.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. The end of that core is done. We might get Steph and Dre for another couple years, but Klay is out of there, bro. And he went out in disgusting fashion.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was nasty work.
Zero.
You go from this, people are saying you the second best shooter ever to, damn, you was looking worse than Draymond.
Yo, he's had the craziest roller coaster of a career in general. Like,
I feel like
Yeah, he's
ever since
actually
that
is.
injury, yeah.
yo, he's gone from being called like the second best shooter ever to he was for a fake little hot minute. They were calling him the best two-way two guard in the league for a
Yep.
hot second. I
Yep.
feel like people forgot about that because he don't guard nothing now.
Yeah, he can't even
Yep.
play defense.
He hasn't guarded in years now, but he was getting called the best two-way two guard, second best shooter ever. There was a point in time where people were trying to argue that he was a more important piece to that dynasty than Steph was.
Yep.
For him to now be like a
Yeah.
super shell of all of those things, and people are just like, well, I guess Clay is there, you know, like I guess. Like it's really crazy to see. It's sad a little bit. It's hard to watch. But I feel like Steph will be there. Steph will be back. I feel like he responds well to these things. I think he's still like in his personal prime.
Mhm.
I don't think he's in the prime of his career no more. Like he's not gonna be winning and getting those accolades. But I feel like just on some one-on-one as a hooper, there's really still not many point guards that are better than that man one-on-one. Like Steph can hoop still.
Yeah.
Because he's only what 33, 33, right?
Nah, he's a little older.
I
He
think
like
34.
34.
yeah, 34, 35,
All right.
something like that.
Do we how many more years left do you think we see Steve Kerr there? Because his coaching ain't it neither.
I feel like his coaching has never been it. He lucked into something and it worked.
When you had that
all,
team with Durant there, of course. Like,
yeah, like he lucked into something and they were like stupid young and then they all hit their primes at the same time and he just happened to be there. But yeah, like with them young boys that he's had to coach, we've seen the difference.
Yeah. What do y'all think about?
I think he's good. Well, no, because Bob Myers is gone, right?
Yeah, he's gone.
So I think Kerr will be out of there soon. I think Myers was just keeping him around because that was his guy. Myers might fuck around and go to Detroit as like their head of operations.
I hope he fucking comes.
I saw him. He was in the list of the names for their head of operations job.
Why would you want him in New York?
Him and Tayshaun Prince was in the running for that
Bob
job.
Myers?
New York GM is doing his thing right now.
Yeah, he is. He is, but
second place, I'll take it. Next tape.
I wouldn't be mad at getting a better GM. What I was gonna say. Oh, what are y'all thoughts on Clay on another squad? Like, do y'all see him getting another shot and at least reviving his career somewhat?
I think a change of scenery would help him.
I think his starter days are over. I think his starter days are long behind him, and then even for the kind of player he is, I don't know if Clay got the mindset to be able to change roles at this point in his career.
Yeah, and I think it hurts him.
That's what had a lot to do with him lately.
End.
You know, him coming off the bench, I think really, fucked with his head.
Yeah, because it's so much ego, and he's been able to be in the same system forever and be comfortable. And I feel like when that changes a little bit, that's gonna fuck him up.
For sure.
Like he's always known, yo, I'm here. It's Golden State, Steve Kerr system. Like I can come back. I got 4 rings. Like I can come back from a season-ending injury or my last 2 seasons being ended, and first game back they're gonna give me 12 shots. There's no other team that's gonna give you that. Like you got to go prove that. You don't. If this was 5 years ago and you went somewhere else, maybe. Now he gonna have to go into a locker room and compete for a spot. Like as real as that is, like the Klay Thompson name, the whole 4 ring shit, that's Steph Curry. Steph Curry go anywhere. It's like, yo, I'm Steph. I got 4 rings, XYZ MVPs. Like I can start anywhere. Clay is gonna be like, oh yeah, you were a piece on that team, but these last 4 or 5 years, you've been a shell of yourself. You know, you're gonna have to compete with one of them young boys to get a spot on a bench. Like, I don't think Klay Thompson's gonna start for the Rockets.
Yeah,
like I don't see him going down to Houston and one of them young boys just being like, oh yeah, roll over and giving him the spot. Like
I think the thing with
he couldn't start in Memphis.
I think the thing with him, for him to go somewhere, even if he's coming off the bench, he can't even be like a 6-man type because he can't be that microwave guy off the bench.
Nah.
because he can't create his own shot. You know
Yeah,
what
he
I'm saying?
needs.
Usually,
He's gonna
when
have,
you
like
look for
Nico
that,
said,
when
he's
you
gonna have to
look for that
prove it.
scorer off the bench, it's a guy that you could put the ball in his hands and he's gonna go create a shot and do all this other shit. Like he needs
Somebody
to be set up.
usually your first
Right.
man off the bench, like that sixth man is somebody who can lead a second unit. So they can
Right.
facilitate if they need to, but they can go get their own for the most part. And that's dead
Exactly.
not Clay.
Exactly.
Nah.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
never been Clay. Clay has always been dependent, catch and shoot.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Knicks, but yo, he's dead a catch and shoot guy. Like put him in the corner, like fucking Gallinari or
He needs a team with a good like backup point guard.
yo. He needs to
If
build
he's
a team
on
with
with
a
that
26
second
man.
unit, he's on with somebody who's gonna get him his shots.
Yeah.
Send
Absolutely.
Klay Thompson to the Clippers, bro,
With Russ.
and they
That would
cook.
be something.
And they
With
That
Russ.
would
cook.
be something.
If he can get over the ego of thinking, yo, I still deserve 160 mil,
I know.
because Golden State was super generous, and when he tore his shit, he came back and they gave him a handful of money, like they just gave him the bag.
Like, he's an idiot because they just offered him, I think earlier this year, a 2 or 3 year contract for 78, and he turned that down. So
That was
now
the beginning of
it's
the end.
only
That's how
going
I know it was over.
It's only going down from there.
That's how I know it was over because he was saying, "Oh,
He ain't getting
nah,
that money back."
I feel like I'm worth more than that." Why do you feel that way, Clay?
He did the Dennis Schroeder.
Yep.
Yo,
Shot his fucking self in the
and
foot.
literally just as bad because at least Schroeder was like, I just came off a championship. Like he had a little bit of a resume at the time. Like Clay don't have shit to show for the last. I don't even count that last ring that Steph won, Dolo. Like I don't even count that. Like what has Clay done recently?
Yeah, that was
really?
Wiggins and them stepping up.
You
That
feel
wasn't
me?
even
Like what
him.
has Clay done really recently?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wiggins was the second best player in that series.
Oh yeah, that Wiggins had crazy
X Factor.
playoffs.
X Factor for sure.
He had a crazy playoff.
Word. So yeah, I think it's definitely clip for them.
I think it's rebound. I think it's rebuild time.
I think it's rebuild time. And the next question I have for y'all is what does that rebuild look like? Is it rebuild with young guys or is it rebuild with young vets? Vets that got a couple years in the league, but you know they're not old.
I would say almost how like the Lakers did it with Bron. Like this new team, you put younger guys that can help him, you know, during the season because you know Steph's gonna miss games.
Mm-hmm.
You know he's gonna miss ankle injuries and all of that. You know, but I think
you gotta have guys who can he said, not super old but not young, where like they can.
And guys who you need guys who are mentally tough that's gonna be able to put up with Draymond and his BS.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I feel like you got to build around Wiggins. Like Steph is older, but he's not LeBron old yet. Where like you need mad young guys around him. Like Steph is still, his game is very young. Like his style of play still very young.
Steph's style of play is damn near the new NBA.
Yeah, like you surround him with a bunch of like young vets, and I don't even know what you would call a young vet, but like guys who've been in the league. Like get him some players.
They got some season.
And
right.
While he's still of age to be a starter and a star and let them make a push, because Steph can still go for 40 any given night.
Yeah.
Let him bring in some guys that will help them, that can win games when he's off the court, while they can still make a push. And I feel like Steph got another like 2-3 years for that. Yeah. God willing, if he stay healthy, got like another 2-3 years to make a push. You surround him with guys who have been in the game, been around, maybe made some playoff runs here and there. Marcus Smart type guys, like as far as age and role, and y'all can make some things happen. Definitely make things happen.
That window's closing though, because I know one thing: Steph still want to compete for a championship. So
Steph hates bro. Steph hates Dre and Clay at this point. Like,
yeah,
I just want to play ball. I just want to win.
He's gonna be out of there.
Y'all don't want to do that.
I think that a lot of people would say that Steph is probably gonna retire as a Warrior, but I would agree. But if these next couple years don't look anywhere close to a championship, I could see him bouncing and being like, "Yo, I want to get another one." Especially another great gift.
I saw something that said Golden State could fuck around and draft Bronny in the second round, and Braun opt out of his
I heard
contract
that
and
too.
slide over to Golden State. And
heard
if
that
I'm
too.
Golden State, you absolutely do get rid of everybody for that to happen. You get rid of Clay, you get rid of Dre, you get rid of Wig, you get rid of all of them niggas. All of them. Puchinsky, all of them. Gary Payton, all of them.
Yo.
You get rid of all of them niggas. To have Steph, Braun, and Bronny, you get rid of all of them, dog.
Word. I'm with you. So now let's move over to LA, who we spoke on earlier. LA, as we all thought, would win that matchup against the Pelicans. Now we got the defending champs, the Nuggets. E, being the Laker fan that you are, die hard. What are your thoughts on going against the defending champs? Are you mad that y'all playing them, or hey, it is what it is. Let's get it. Throw the ball up.
It is what it is. Bring it on. Like you're not a competitor if you're worried about who you're playing. If you don't feel like you have a chance.
Right.
Like,
Yo, I don't
yeah.
understand.
Before I get into it,
I don't understand like how nobody going to signing Dwight. Like, yo, the last time anybody beat these niggas or was successful against these niggas, Dwight was on the team. JaVale was on the team. It's only been 3 years since then. Why not go get one of them still? Dwight is playing somewhere currently. Why not go get one of them niggas? I've never understood that.
I don't know.
Who the fuck is Jackson Hayes? Send him back to New Orleans. Go get Dwight or JaVale for half his price. And y'all not paying Jackson shit. Y'all can pay Dwight less than that, though. And he'll come out there and get another ring real quick and dip. He don't even want to be around. Bring him in just for the playoffs. Get a ring. Let him dip. It's killing me. I never understood it.
I feel like it's just like if you look at last year's Western Conference Finals, the Lakers were in the games. They just couldn't finish in the fourth quarter. And that's when, obviously Jokic would start going off. And, Murray's always killed them in the fucking playoffs. To me, I know everybody stats and shit say the Nuggets were better this year. They just don't intimidate me as much as they did last year. I feel like, you played them already. You played them enough. And I feel like the Lakers have something to prove because let's not forget, their head coach was talking crazy after that. He was celebrating that beating the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals more than he celebrated the chip.
Mike Malone.
And I feel like now's the time for AD to really do his thing, show why he should win Defensive Player of the Year. D'Lo gotta show these playoffs. We all know D'Lo in the playoffs goes missing.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, our playoff was Reeves and LeBron.
That's a fact.
Yep.
Hopefully they can get healthy, and get Jared Vanderbilt back. That's killing them not having that defensive. Hopefully we find Gabe Vincent from Miami last year.
Facts.
But before I even say that, the Pelicans worried me a little. Zion was looking scary out there.
He was.
Zion was hooping.
Before he got hurt, it was like, ooh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they definitely got to tighten up. And Darvin Ham got to be better, man. As a coach, his rotations kill me. You got to know if this guy's not doing it, take him out, put somebody in, give people chances. You never know what you can see. We had Lonnie Walker last year explode in a couple games.
Facts.
I feel like a lot of times these games come down to Darvin Ham gets outcoached damn near every game.
Often.
You just had the luxury of having LeBron James.
Yep.
That's dead it.
Let's be honest. Outside of maybe Spoelstra, maybe Ty Lue, all them coaches who won with LeBron has got to be thankful for LeBron.
Yep.
LeBron, Spoelstra, Ty Lue, and Mike Brown was a good coach. That was a shitty team.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm just talking about the teams he won with.
Yeah.
Because even Frank Vogel was like, yeah.
He's only played for, I think, 3 good coaches in his career.
Yeah.
Yep.
which is crazy. 20+ years, he's had 3 good coaches ever.
Crazy. And only one of them is going to probably be a Hall of Famer. And
Only one of them is a Hall
Spoelstra.
of Famer, for sure.
Yeah. Only one of them, which is crazy.
I feel like when
Maybe
Spoelstra
it's-
finally does retire, people are gonna talk about him the way he should be talked about now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Spoelstra.
Eric Spoelstra.
Oh, hell
for
yeah.
sure. He's definitely going to be one.
I just feel like we
should
don't
be
hear
recognized as one
enough
of the
about
greatest.
his. Like when you hear, oh, like yeah, Spoelstra, but like when you talk about the coaching greats, nobody brings him up a lot. And it's like, yo, that guy consistently
He-
won every year.
Consistently, and especially where he came from. Like he
And,
was
like
a
went
fucking
through
video
rebuilds. He's
recorder.
been through rebuilds.
It's because the media
always in the
don't
convo.
talk about him yet. So the common fan won't talk about him yet. Like I heard somebody say, yo, we don't have no legendary coaches like we used to. We used to have, Popovich and Pat Riley and Don Nelson. And I'm like, yo, there's still mad legends who are coaching right now. Y'all just don't acknowledge them as legends because the press don't. Like Eric Spoelstra is a fucking legend. Like
A legend.
youngest head, he was the youngest head coach in the league when he took over. He took over a team of superstars. He was winning. He went through terrible teams. He went through great teams. Like he's built a culture there.
Always in the conversation.
Always.
Brought two teams to the finals that had no business.
Not even a little bit of business in the finals.
That's coaching. The only reason why people hyped up Miami this year is because of Eric Spoelstra. Yeah, Jimmy gets credit for that too, but definitely because of Eric Spoelstra and that culture. So got to give it to them for that. Nico, what are your thoughts on LA playing the Nuggets in the first round?
I think they look good. I feel like they look as good as they've looked all season. Like they're clicking at the right time, and I love that for LA. I feel like Denver doesn't look as bulletproof as they typically do rolling into a postseason, and I love that because I'm over them. I'm ready for them to start losing. To be completely honest.
Fact.
So that shit means everything. Like I love that. I absolutely love that. LA, they clicking. I've seen AD hobble a little bit a couple times this year, like these last couple games. I don't like that shit. Like yo, y'all spot is y'all spot now. Sit them down.
Yeah, exactly.
AD better not be walking until it's game time. Like I don't want to see him do nothing until it's time to move. But my money's on LA. I'm betting LA to win that. I hope they do, just because I don't want to see Denver. I hate Denver.
Yeah, I'm with y'all. I agree with y'all. And to add on to that, I think this is the best opportunity for the Lakers to actually take them out. Instead of playing them in the Western Conference Finals where LeBron and AD will most likely be burnt the fuck out because of all the heavy lifting they're going to be doing, they got them in the first round where they're fresh, they're in a hot streak. I think they got a few days off. So I think this is the best time to get them. This is the absolute best time to get them. Lakers in 6. We ain't changing shit. Lakers in 6, and I'm saying it with my chest out.
I like that shit.
The fuck? We ain't scared of that shit. Like y'all both said, the Nuggets don't look nowhere as good as they did last year. They still look good, but they don't look nowhere near as good as they did last year.
Yeah.
So they can be beat. The Lakers are on they look like a team that are playing together. They're on a hot streak. D'Lo looked like he wants some fucking revenge for all the shit talking that everybody been saying about him. Rightfully so, because he has not been showing up in the playoffs, but now he has his opportunity. Y'all seen what I did in the playoffs? I mean, in the regular season, I'm about to turn it up on another level on your ass in the fucking playoffs. Let's go, D'Lo. Let's fucking go. I want to see this all playoffs. All fucking playoffs. Let's go, my nigga.
I need the ice. All series.
IVs, all series.
Mad ice.
Let's go. We need AR. Where that 15 at? Let's go. We need you.
Yo, because I feel like he's quiet. Huge. I need him to get crazy again.
And I like that he had a decent game the game before. So hopefully that's something that'll get him streaking into finding his way back into it. Rui, he need to be big as well.
Honestly, it's funny. A lot of people like, not a lot, but there was a lot said that with the Lakers signing Rui and AR to the contracts they did, they kind of lived up to their contracts.
Yeah.
It took a while. It took Rui a while to come around.
Rui got hurt a lot early in the season.
Yeah. AR was the one
really
that I
got in that groove.
Come on, bro. AR was the one I was a little skeptical.
I think
about. All right. But he's starting to find his way. Keep finding his way. AD playing good, defensive player of the year type mode.
AD was balling.
nonstop. We need that nonstop. The only thing that I say that can kill us is, like E said, is Coach fucking Ham. Just sit back and let LeBron do what he do. He don't need you. LeBron has already. I was just watching Mind the Game. He's already locked in. He's already locked in to each player, the coach,
I don't like
all
that.
that.
I don't want him.
Locked
I don't
in.
want him. I don't want him doing no podcast these playoffs.
Hilarious.
Take the playoffs off. Focus on.
He probably
Yeah, what
won't do
happened to
another
blackout
podcast.
mode?
Probably
Nigga, go
his last
blackout.
Yeah,
podcast.
hit JJ.
Yeah, he
Yo,
probably is.
JJ. Either if you want to do it, get some other guests or do it solo. I got playoffs to worry about.
Yeah,
I'll
that
see you
probably
in
was
2
most
weeks.
likely his last
Yeah.
episode before we see him again. But yeah, we definitely need LeBron on locked in mode, and he's healthy. LeBron went into the playoffs not healthy last
Yo,
year.
LeBron was
messed up
guarding
foot.
Zion.
Took a charge.
Yeah,
He
he's braver
fucked
than
that
I would.
bitch
At
like
40.
God.
He's
damn.
braver than me. He's braver
At
than me.
40, I
Because
would never.
if I see that truck coming,
That's
I'm
the first
getting
time I
out the
ever
way.
seen LeBron fall like that.
I am getting
Ever.
out
I
the
would
way.
never. No, thank you.
I don't care how much
No,
money you paying me.
Thank you.
That
But shout out to Brown because that takes at 40, nigga. All right, but moving on to the East Coast, you know how we rocking.
Knicks take.
We waiting on right now. Oh no, we ain't waiting on nothing.
Y'all
We got
got Philly.
We got Philly, and we not scared of y'all motherfuckers. We ain't scared of y'all
Easy.
motherfuckers at all.
And I like
Because-
Tyrese Maxey. You can't fuck with Jalen.
Yeah, I fucked with y'all, but it's playoff time. There ain't no love in this shit once
It's
it hits
clipped.
playoff time. It's
Tobias
clipped,
Harris.
all that shit. Come on, who?
Clipped.
Who? Stop it. I love Embiid, but we gonna wear his ass out. No
Yo, he don't got
games.
no conditioning right now. It's gonna be too much. For him.
Exactly. We're a physical team. We're one of the
And
most
pick and
physical
roll, he
teams
gonna
in
have
the
to
NBA.
guard. Pick and roll, they
Yep.
gonna make him come out there and guard
What
Brunson
helps-
and often.
Mitchell
What
coming
helps-
back.
Tired.
Mitchell
helps
coming back. I love that.
Yeah,
OG
what helps the-
playing out of his mind.
What helps the Knicks is having two centers.
Yep. How do you say his name with the H? Heisenstein. How you say his name?
Oh, my man Isaiah.
Yeah, that's my guy right there.
My man.
He's
my son, one of us. He just bright skin. You feel me?
he's just bright skin.
Shout out my
Yeah,
son
New
Isaiah.
York
Hard
gonna be
time.
turned the fuck up.
My
I'm saying
brother.
Knicks in 6. I'm with it. Lakers in 6, Knicks in 6.
Knicks in 6. I like that.
Knicks in
Knicks
6.
in
The Garden
6.
going crazy. They're gonna have to. I'm telling you, the Knicks is gonna wear Embiid the fuck out. They're gonna wear him out
Knicks in 6.
because even the last game, just the game they just got by that with an
They
injured
barely won.
Jimmy Butler, and Embiid was hurting. He was not feeling himself that game.
He
He
didn't
hasn't
have
been all
ball
that
to
good.
him.
He's not healthy.
He's not healthy. He's like 70%.
And he's trying to push it to make this playoff run, but it's like, yo, bro, you already lost out like on the MVP vote and all of that. The rest of that shit don't matter, dog.
Key for the Knicks. The key for the Knicks is Josh Hart
Yep.
Yes.
because he's gonna have to guard
rebound
Maxey,
machine.
and he has to guard Maxey.
Yeah. I think if we take control, if we can keep Embiid at a minimum at around 25, not letting him go off, and keep Maxey at around the same thing. If we can get them at 50 and then the rest gonna have to really work for it, we got him. Because we know what Brunson gonna do. We know what Hart gonna do.
Right.
You want to know what worries me?
Coach.
Of that starting five getting burnt out.
True. That's what I'm worried
Y'all
about.
played too long. Y'all played this whole season already, playing 38 to 40 minutes a game. I'm trying to hear that no more.
Yo, you got Tibbs who plays 44 minutes. Like playoffs is
Brunson
different.
been playing 40 minutes for the last 3 months. Like
they better be
home
used to it
stretch
at this point.
He got to shake
that's
that shit off now.
At this point, you used to it. You better be.
You ain't been getting a break. You ain't gonna start getting
better.
breaks. Man up.
Yeah.
That's
like
where I'm
know
at with
when
Josh. Josh ain't got
like
no place to
you
have.
need to know when Brunson needs to sit because you need him fresh for the fourth.
I feel
But
like
my
that's
thing,
I feel like that's something that Tibbs doesn't do well for sure. Like
yeah,
great players and great coaches, their system. There ain't got to be a great coach, but great players always have a system for their star. Like Steve Nash, the last 6 minutes of the first quarter, or the last 3 minutes of the first quarter, he was always coming out the
Bro,
game, going to lay
Kobe,
down somewhere to
Kobe,
end every quarter.
yeah,
Tony Parker.
Kobe would sit the first couple minutes of every fourth quarter because
Because
they
you know you
knew
had to
down
come
the
close to that
stretch,
shit.
yeah,
well, we need him.
yep,
Yeah, you need to
exactly.
develop systems like that. Like Steve Nash
And
would start every game, get warm. They will bring him out at the end of the first quarter to let him rest a little bit, bring him back in however they needed him, like halfway through the second quarter. They
Yep.
rest great guys. Like they don't just run them into the dirt. And that's what Tibbs always does with his guards.
yeah, and I think that's another thing that he failed at doing this year was finding another guy off the bench that can contribute, so that can get Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson some rest. We
Especially
don't
when
have
Hart is not
Randall.
especially when Hart is playing out of position. You got Hart playing forward and center most of the game, like most
Exactly.
of the season. That's fucking
You
crazy.
got DiVincenzo playing 55 fucking minutes.
Yo, shout out to him. He
DiVincenzo.
was one of the top leaders in
Yeah,
three.
shout out to him. That's not a shot
Yeah,
at him,
facts.
but
Shout out to
there's
Dante
no
for stepping it
reason
up.
for him to be doing that.
You think the Warriors wish they still had him over Clay?
Oh, I love him.
Hell yeah.
I love that they got him. But yeah, he gonna need to be big as well. But I will, now that the season is over and now we are going into the playoffs, I am a man of my word. When I fuck up and I say something that I fucked up on, I admit that I fucked up. OG, I fucked up. I wasn't a huge fan of the trade. I liked the trade, but I wasn't a huge fan of it. I thought it wasn't going to be a piece that made a big difference, and I was completely fucking wrong.
He said,
Once he joined,
I wasn't familiar with your game.
I wasn't.
What
I
part
didn't
of that
think.
trade didn't you like?
No, it wasn't.
I love
that
Quickly. That was
it
my
wasn't-
shit.
That's what I want to know. Was it more
Exactly.
about
Quickly.
giving up
Yeah,
quickly or RJ?
It was.
Fuck RJ.
Yeah, fuck RJ. RJ Ben had to go. We've been calling his ass to go for years now.
But
Quickly
right now would have been fire.
Quick would have been huge for us right now.
You bring Brunson out, bring Quick in. That's no break for the defense, bro.
I knew OG was going to make a difference, but I thought more on the defensive side mainly. But I didn't think his offensive game was going to be that much of an impact. I was
Me
like,
neither.
oh,
I thought
shit.
we could have got rid of them one up RJ for OG. Like
I think you know what the
right.
problem was. Like I seen his game. Like they always talked about how good he was, and I never got it neither. But I just think because in Toronto when he was there, most of the talk was on Siakam.
Exactly.
They also have Fred VanVleet.
Yep. Like you saw splashes of OG.
Scotty Barnes had that one good year, and everybody thought
Scotty
he was
Barnes,
like the next big thing.
Mm-hmm.
So OG didn't really like get
Shout
the
out
recognition.
To Scotty, though. Jones got the shirt on. Shout out to Scotty. We inclusive.
Yep.
That's he touched on that already.
Shout out Scotty Barnes. You feel me?
Yes, sir. But yeah, no, I definitely was wrong on that, and definitely a big OG fan now because he definitely, ever since he joined the Knicks have been fucking turning up. So shout out to him. Knicks in 6, you heard?
Knicks,
that's how we doing.
That's the caption. That's the
caption.
That's the phrase for the rest of the playoffs.
Knicks
in 6, bro.
Knicks in 6. That's
don't ask me who I'm rooting for. Knicks in 6.
You feel me? Is there any other series that y'all want to speak on that we can get into, or do y'all want to wait till they actually start and we get into it?
I'm so upset that Giannis is not going to play in this Indiana series. I am so upset. Yeah, I wanted that after that whole game ball.
Yeah. This is a series. You need him in that.
They might lose.
Oh, they're going to lose.
Like, Milwaukee's about to get bumped in the first round, bro.
Matter of fact, let's make our first round predictions. You got the thing up, E?
I can get it, but I think before you do that, while I look for that, why don't we touch on the
I have
the remaining playing games.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. We got Chicago and
Miami.
And Miami. They playing right now. I got Chicago Miami in that one. I know Jimmy Butler.
Damn.
No Jimmy. So that's why I was going with Chicago anyways,
I
but
still
definitely
got
going with Chicago.
Miami
I like it. I
because
respect
I
that.
like
Andre's running
Chicago because
is
I like
fucking
DeMar.
terrible.
I like DeMar, but something about Miami is just like they'll find a way.
Yo, DeMar played the most minutes this season.
And
DeMar's been going
he's
crazy
still the mid range god.
Yo, bro,
for
he's the
sure.
mid range god. DeMar's in his mid-30s. Like
Yep.
niggas don't realize DeMar he's the same Steph Curry. Like he's right there with all of them. He's in his
Yep.
mid-30s. He played 3,000 minutes this year.
Yeah, he's
Crazy.
still the mid range
He
god.
led the NBA in all of minutes played. Like that's fucking crazy.
I'm a little
And he
mad
might
at him
be the
because he
oldest
fucked up
guy
my
on his
parlay
roster.
yesterday.
He might be the oldest guy on his roster.
Probably.
I got mad respect for
Probably.
DeMar DeRozan. Like people talk about this is off topic. People love to talk about Jordan stopped all these stars from winning. Like nobody ate on Jordan's watch, blah, 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 blah. Everybody ate on LeBron's watch. Everybody ate on Kobe's watch. That's dead not true. Like outside of Kawhi winning 1, Steph winning his 4,
Yep.
there's mad phenomenal like players that are gonna be Hall of Fame guys when it's all said and done, or who may be just short of the Hall of Fame because they had to play LeBron their whole career.
Yeah.
Like DeMar DeRozan is never gonna get the respect or the credit he deserves of being like one of the best shooting guards like we've ever seen. Like he's done a top 20 all time at his position.
Yep.
Like no doubt about it. He's top 20 all time at his position. But we don't talk about him that way because he had to play LeBron James every single year in the playoffs.
Prime LeBron.
Prime LeBron. He ran into prime LeBron in the Eastern Conference playoffs when everybody was like, yo, the East is weak. The East wasn't weak. LeBron wasn't giving these young niggas no time to develop. He was murdering them. Kyle Lowry, DeMar
Fucking up
DeRozan.
niggas' confidence and shit.
He was murdering these dudes. Paul George, like
Melo.
There's niggas who call Paul George the GOAT. Melo, like these are some of the greatest scorers of all time, like who could
That
not
never got
eat
to
on
see
that man's watch.
Never got to see a finals because of him.
And people
Never.
talk about, yo, everybody ate on his. Not if he was in the East. Oh, well, the East
Nope.
was weak. No. D-Wade, Hall of Famer, right? Top 75 all time. Whole career in the East.
Yep.
Melo, 90%
Yep.
of his career in the East.
Yep.
Got ran out of the East. Went west towards the end. Like, the very end. DeRozan, whole career in the East. Whole career.
Right.
There's mad niggas who never got a chance to flourish. PG ran out of the East because he couldn't get past LeBron. Said, fuck it, I'm out of here. Talked about it on his podcast. Yeah, Braun packed me up. Yep. Like, there's mad guys who are going to be Hall of Fame guys at the end of the day who did not get a chance to see light of day because of how great LeBron was. But
yeah.
DeMar DeRozan is my man's. Without Jimmy, I got Chicago. But even without Jimmy, even without Jimmy, I got Miami beating Chicago for the play-in.
Yeah, I got it just because of Spoelstra.
Yeah, like I got
I'm going with
respect for
Chicago.
Spo and the culture they've built. My man Bam, like come on, Tyler.
I like Chicago the way they've been playing lately. Kobe White been going fucking insane.
42 the other night is crazy.
He been going crazy. Just watching those games and seeing how he's been playing. The only thing that might hurt them, I don't know if Caruso came back this game. He got injured again.
Because Drummond ran him over.
Like, what's up with Drummond? Like, do you not know who on your team, brother?
He trying to steal oops.
Stealing oops and running into teammates. Like, what the fuck is
to steal the oop and miss is what blew mine.
To think that shit was for him was crazy. But
yeah, like if you gonna take my oop and you miss, like we gotta talk.
Bruh.
There's a problem.
You took my point and my assist? What are we doing?
Fucked it up.
What are we doing?
The other game we got Sacramento and Pelicans. I got Sac in that. I'm staying with them.
No Zion.
Who y'all got?
No Zion.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no Zion. So I was going regardless, but who y'all got?
Malik Monk back?
No.
Give me the Pelicans, man. Give me the Pelicans, man. Give me B.I. Give me Slender Man.
Okay.
He's Slender Man and Grand Theft Alvarado. You heard?
He might be on a minutes restriction, I think, because he's been playing.
I think if you're smart with him, if they're smart, I would play him off the bench.
Bi.
Yeah, if he's on a minutes restriction, he can give you those points when you need them.
The only thing
Let him cook.
I like that idea. The only thing is against Sac, you gonna need that's a lot of ground you're gonna have to make up because they're gonna go crazy in the first. They're gonna go crazy on that first unit
What's the dude's name?
without Bi.
What's that shooter's name?
Keegan,
Keegan Murray. He don't miss, bro. He doesn't miss.
Trey Murphy come out hot too though. So like I
Yeah,
think
he
it's a
do.
good
But
one.
Keegan
he
Murray,
do.
Because
boy.
when Trey get hot too. Trey might
Yeah,
blow
no,
off 7 of them bitches in a row.
no,
Like
that's a fact. He definitely get hot too.
Trey Murphy get
That's a
hot
fact.
sometime, boy. And I'd be like, who is this kid? And I always forget until he have another one of them games. And I'd be like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah,
He be busting
that,
ass when he want to. And I feel like
that's a
without
good one.
BI, it's more opportunity for a lot of niggas to catch the ball. Well, no, not without BI. Without Zion,
That's Zion.
I feel like the ball stay around the perimeter a little bit more. They get
Yeah,
some shots. They get some looks.
yeah, that's gonna be a good game. Both of those games are actually tomorrow. I keep saying today, they're tomorrow. At 8:30 and not 10:30 or some shit like that. But now let's move on to USA basketball roster has been announced. E's got it up. What's the roster look like, E?
All right, you got Bam, Devin Booker, Steph, AD, Kevin Durant, Ant-Man, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Halliburton, Drew Holiday, LeBron, Kawhi, and Tatum.
Mm, mm, mm.
They
That's
they
almost
looked at that team last year not getting nothing done. Was like,
Yeah,
that
let
was
me show y'all
LeBron.
how we
LeBron
do
was
this.
like, LeBron made the call like, yo, I got
Let's
it.
stop playing with these
I'm
motherfuckers.
gonna bring the
Avengers
dogs.
assemble.
I'm gonna bring the dogs.
Call the dogs. Call the dogs.
That's
We out.
almost my perfect team. Like that's almost the team I would have picked. Like if I looked at everybody in the league, like that's almost the team I fully would have picked.
Yeah, there's a couple I would change.
Yeah,
Is
I
Giannis
would
playing
add
with Greece?
He would have to
most
be.
likely.
I feel like now with USA putting this team out, all the other countries are gonna have their best player.
They
Well,
have to.
not Joel. Joel playing with us.
Well, yeah.
They gonna have to. The only thing is, well, now Kyrie gonna go play with another team.
Kyrie
Kyrie's
gonna go
not
play
on
with
the team.
Australia.
Kyrie could play with
Yep.
Australia.
Yep.
That's if he
So
wants to. We all know Kyrie,
He got other shit on his mind. Basketball and ball ain't life no more.
because Kyrie's the guy I would have put on this roster.
yeah, that's what I said.
I'd have
I would
put
have put him on
Kyrie
this
and Dame
roster.
on this roster, and I would have taken off Devin Booker and Halliburton. To be honest,
Those are definitely the first two guys I'd take off.
Yep.
Halliburton and Booker, I absolutely would have taken them off, and I'd have put
I
Dame.
think it was Gilbert Arenas was like Drew Holiday. I like Drew Holiday for defense.
For defense, yeah, you need somebody to
Bro,
play. You
can you
got him,
imagine? Can
Bam,
you imagine a defensive
AD.
lineup with Bam, AD, Drew Holiday, and Kawhi out there? The fifth guy don't even matter who you put out there.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
It's gonna be slaughterhouse. They're gonna show them. Hey,
Bro, we're gonna have
we
LeBron
put our
on the
B
same
team
court.
out there, our C team
You're
out
gonna
there.
have LeBron
And
on
I think
the same
LeBron
court as Steph Curry.
sees this as his opportunity, like what Kobe did with the Redeem team. How he was like, "Yo, like I'm gonna show y'all, like really, like what separates me from y'all."
Exactly.
Like how Kobe did that to LeBron and Wade and Melo and all of them, and KD and all of them at that Redeem team.
When they seen,
it's gonna be in a documentary.
I think LeBron this is his documentary moment where it's like, yo,
I feel like,
yo, we never knew he worked out that much. Like we didn't. Anthony Edwards and Tyrese Halliburton gonna be sitting there like, yeah, bro, like I didn't even know he was like that.
yo,
for real.
honestly,
he was 40.
Those two are gonna benefit the most.
Yeah,
for sure.
They
the youngest two there. They have the least winning pedigree there. They've never won over. They've never won the USA. They've never won in the league.
If they get all that greatness around them and they just see what it takes, next season's gonna be scary with those two.
That's gonna be scary, especially
even though Halliburton playing like trash right now. Been playing like trash for the last couple weeks. Since the All-Star game, for real, boy been dirt.
Word. God damn, that's gonna be something different. Last thing that we want to speak about as far as what's happening is congratulations to all the young ladies in the WNBA draft that got drafted. just to name the top 10.
I
You
got
got
it in front
Clark
of me.
going to Fever. I got it. Brink went to LA. Cardoso went to Chicago. Jackson to
Chicago.
LA. Sheldon to the Wings. Edwards to Mystic. Reese to Sky. Keely
Chicago.
to Lynx. I don't know how to say her name. Liette to Lynx. And number 10, Lacan to Connecticut. What are y'all first thoughts on the WNBA draft?
Fire, personally. This is the most coverage I've seen the WNBA draft get in mad long. And I can't even front, like, I've always been tapped into it to like be watching. Like, the only draft I ever really, really remember watching the WNBA was like, that wasn't that same year. That wasn't 03.
I remember one time
Had to be like 09.
I remember one time the draft was in like the middle of a day. And they
Yeah.
just announced who was picked. I was like, damn, that's how they do it?
Yo, they used to do them bad. Like, I remember, I think it might have been like 2013, but I watched like Skylar Diggins and Brittany Griner. Like, that was
Yeah.
And I remember that kind of being like a year that we was watching, and we was like, yo, this girl can hoop. But like,
Yeah.
we was really watching because she was fire. And then we was like, yo, but she can also hoop. This year, like, you know, I mean, I've been watching it for the most of the season, but like to know these girls the same way you know some of these dudes, like, I'm probably not gonna know the first 5 guys that get drafted this year. Like, but the girls, I was like, oh, that's fire. I know where you came from, and I know where you're going. Like, I've never felt this in tune before. Like, I'm familiar with your career that you're leaving behind in college, and I'm familiar with the team you're going to. I know some of your teammates already. Like, okay, I see how you're gonna fit. Like, Chicago is gonna be fucking phenomenal this year, bro. Like, Chicago lost in the playoffs.
And Reese.
Chicago lost early in the playoffs last year because they were too small. They got out rebounded. Connecticut was just too big for them last year. Connecticut got some big girls over there. But now, Connecticut got like 3 legit bigs. Now, Chicago, to have Cardoso and Angel Reese, and that's the best part of Angel Reese's game. Like, people, I feel like we talk a lot about Angel Reese, but we don't really talk about her game. The best part of her game is rebounding. Like, she's not really a scorer. The kid averaged 10 points a game, and she take the most free throws in all of NCAA. Like, she averaged like 12 points a game, and she take like 7 to 8 free throws. So she's not really a scorer. Her whole shit is rebounds, putbacks, but she's gonna rebound the fuck out the ball. And she used to play guard in high school. She was like a tall guard. She was like 6'2" or some shit. So they used to let her run up and down. Yo, she's gonna get rebounds and run it. Cardoso, oh my God, bro. Chicago's gonna be so good this year. Like,
I love that.
Oh my God, it's gonna be so fire to watch.
Indiana's gonna be good too, because Indiana gave the Liberty some trouble.
Indiana definitely did give.
You still got Leah Boston out there, and then Caitlin Clark. Because Indiana was good. I watched that series.
And that's my biggest flaw with New York is that I feel like Breanna Stewart don't play big. Like, she's a big, but she's a Wemby. Like, she's always shooting threes, mad away from the basket game.
Yeah.
And then with Sabrina's still so young. Like, Diana Taurasi, be talking about it. They was like, yo, at 18, it's great. You dominating them 18-year-old girls. That's cool. But you get up here with the pros, and you got to play against some bitches who've been in the league for a little bit, and they play for their livelihood. Like, it's different. And Sabrina Ionescu has yet to, like, really come into her own yet in the league. I hope that this is that year for her. And I genuinely do hope Caitlin is, like, as transcending as,
bro,
we've always thought type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I like for this? Indiana had to move their first game to a bigger arena.
Yep. They can't play in their normal stadium. And I think that's going to look towards, they're going to have to start getting big arenas.
They show, and I seen something on TV. The average ticket for the Liberty game was like, I think it was like $70, something like that. For the game against Indiana, it's up to like $400.
Yep, and I'm tight. And that's to be courtside.
We was trying to go, remember?
I was just going to say,
it's
time to go.
Bruh, nigga, Shay and her nigga got courtside ticket, like the package, and they was telling me about it for the Liberty games, and I'm like, oh, word? Like, how much is that? Yo, the courtside package was only like $180 for the whole season. Season tickets. Season ticket package was like $180. Not courtside, I'm sorry, just for the season ticket package. It was like $180 to be in the middle, not even to be up high, to be like comfortable. Like, I be watching her on her stories, I'm like, y'all niggas is mad close. Like, okay.
Nah, we definitely pulling up to a few games.
They fucking that bag up.
We definitely pulling up to a few games, so make sure y'all y'all look out for us. We're gonna be out there.
That's a
But shout
fact.
out to all the ladies that got drafted to the WNBA. The women's sports is definitely turning up. Shout out to all of y'all because of that. Y'all, especially Clayton Clark. She's the head of that, and I think the WNBA is going to protect her as much as possible to make sure that they know she's the bag, she's it, she's her. We got to make sure we protect
And
her as
I think
she's
that
the LeBron James coming in type shit.
and
You
they're
feel
getting
me?
more of it than they've ever gotten at the same time. Because like, yo, there's always one every couple years, you know, like.
Yep.
But now there's like
Yeah, you got a
that
few that just came in.
8
Oh,
and
Yep.
not that come with a name and come with a bag and come with some game. Like
Yep.
we had Diana Taurasi before, and
Yep.
3 years before her it was Sue Bird, you know, and way before her it was whoever else. Like, and it's
And
always
Candace
so far and
Parker
few
and all
between.
that.
And after
Yep.
Taurasi, we had to wait mad long, and then we got a
Maya.
Candace, and then we got a Maya, and we
Maya.
got a like it's always one every so often. But now, like, and then last year, a couple years ago, we get Della Dawn, and then we get Sabrina a couple years after that, or Brittany Griner and Skylar Diggins. Now we got like all of them. We get Caitlyn, and we get Angel, and we get Paige, and we get Juju,
Yep.
and we get all girls that can go out there and give a nigga 40 if they want it at the moment. Like,
Yep. Yeah, it's beautiful.
I think
And
it gets to the point where in like 2 years, the NBA for All-Star Weekend, instead of doing that bullshit Rising Stars or whatever the fuck they do, they do girls team versus boys team.
yeah, they
Best
need
young
to
players,
incorporate them.
the under 25 game. Yeah, like all the girls that's under 25 pull up, all the boys that's under 25 pull up. We're gonna have y'all hoop. And we're gonna get to watch Juju and Caitlyn and Paige and bust rookie niggas ass. Like that kid who was guarding LeBron, he couldn't fuck with them.
Yeah, that should be crazy. I would love to see that. Absolutely. But yeah, definitely shout out to those ladies. We definitely gonna be watching. Definitely gonna pull up to a few games as well. Now moving on to the new segment, your segment, Nico.
Can I start this one?
Yeah, let's you start this off because this your man.
Mine,
so go ahead.
because mine has something to do with what we just spoke about.
All right, bet. Let's
All
get it.
those people who
Wait. You gotta say the segment. Come on, man.
Oh, keep it a bean. Keep it a
You're
bean. You know
thirsty.
why? What Kobe
You
did?
know what it is.
You feel me?
Take it,
My
man.
man Mamba ain't mince words. Mamba keep it a
And
bean.
yet, you know what? It's perfect because he was big into the women's game. And I know we got a whole bunch of new fans now, who want to watch women. And it came out about Caitlin Clark's salary. And everybody's in an uproar. Oh, this. There's a reason why it's like that. The sharing between the league and its players, they take a hit.
Yep.
I feel like for all you people who are complaining about how much she's getting paid, y'all could have been helped these women get paid more if y'all watched more.
Thank you.
Y'all wait until she's there to complain. If y'all watch, they would be making more money.
I love this take.
Watch.
I love this
Stay
take.
watching it. Don't just watch because Caitlin Clark's a story, and then once it's like, all right, it's boring. Let's find the next thing. Oh, the NFL's back. Oh, let's go watch Taylor Swift's Man. Nah. Continue supporting this girl and support the league. They'll make more money so they can get paid better.
Facts.
That's a fact. That's a great take right there, E. I love that
took
take
mine,
right
but
there.
that's fire.
That's a great
build on
take.
it. Build on it.
I can't complain. So
Here's the alley. Now you finish.
Because that was definitely my take. I think we needed to keep it a bean. Like so many I've seen so many like woe is me takes or so many like fuck the patriarchy takes, and like absolutely fuck the patriarchy, fuck anything that's telling like, oh, men are better than women, and fuck all of that bullshit, absolutely. But this is dead not one of those things.
It's not.
This was something that men wanted to see originally, and that's how it started, because the NBA literally created a smaller version of itself. That's how this happened. Like, it's not like a group of women got together and said, yo, let's start a league. Nah, a group of men said, let's start a league, because why aren't we watching girls play basketball? Like, they play in high school, they play in college. Why don't they have, all right, let's create it. And that shit just genuinely wasn't generating interest. I can't say that I'm guilty of it. Well, I can't say that I'm not guilty of it. I've been to WNBA games as a kid, like on field trips and shit in the summer camps. And yo, we would get tickets mad high up and then just walk down to the court
Yep.
because that's how empty them shits be in the summer.
Yeah.
Don't be nobody at them games. And it's not that. And I've seen so many woe is me, like, oh, this is not fair. Like, why is Caitlyn only getting $75,000? Like, when the average NBA rookie is getting like 55 million. Well, the average NBA rookie is coming into a league that is worth billions of dollars. The WNBA hasn't had one profitable season since it's been in its years of existence.
Bro, if they watched more, the league would have to put more teams in the league. What is it, like
That's the
12
thing.
teams in the whole league? 16 teams in the
Exactly.
whole league? A lot of the girls who get drafted don't even make rosters because I heard there's only like 144 players throughout the whole league.
Yeah. Nigga, there's only 12 teams, and every 12 teams has like 11 spots on it.
Yep.
That's dead 125 women in that league. That's it. More people live in my building.
Support the league.
Word.
And it's gonna benefit everybody you cheer for.
Like,
exactly.
Yo, I don't think people put into perspective. Yo, Kyrie Irving paid their entire league's salary.
Yep.
On a season
During
that he
COVID.
wasn't playing. A season that he sat out and had to pay fines and shit. Was like, yo, I don't want the women to have to leave their families and go overseas or any of that during this crazy time right now during COVID. Yo, I'm paying everybody's salary.
That's fire. That was fire for sure.
Everybody, not just the couple of people at the bottom who make, $70K. Nah, the couple of y'all that make a couple mil. Like, I'm paying everything. I got it. And the fact that he's able to do that does speak a lot to like how small of a revenue league that is. But I do think, it comes from the women. Yo, women have to support more. And some of the worst takes I see about it come from women. Like, I see women tearing it down. Like, I see women who tear down the WNBA as opposed to watching it and uplifting it in the same way that they pour into the men's sports because they think, oh, his butt look cute, or oh, he's cute, or this or that. Or like, nah, yo, bro, like, pour into the women for the same reasons that it's mad attractive WNBA players. Like, let's pour into it for that, if nothing else. Like,
simple as that.
Don't
complain if you ain't.
I can't speak for nobody else. I can't speak for nobody else, dog. I sent my kid and her mom to a game last year, a playoff game. WNBA. My daughter has WNBA jerseys, like several. Like, we watched that shit. We're in. We tapped in. Like, I try my best to be supportive of it. I enjoy it, so I wish more people were supportive as well, because I would love to see the league continue to grow, and my kid eventually be there and not have to play like overseas to make a decent living, because it is trash. Like, to think that, yo, I'm a professional athlete, I am of the highest caliber of this sport, and I make the same amount as a fucking like teacher. Like, it's disheartening.
For sure. And that just brings me to my next point. Jonesboro Sports Family, we looking for y'all lady content creators.
Look at that. Speaking of inclusion,
content creator ladies, we looking for y'all.
We trying to get us a Jenna baby. What's up?
Exactly. We trying to get y'all to speak for yourselves as well. We don't want to only speak for y'all. We want a lady to come out and speak for y'all as well. So if y'all a content creator and you want to speak on WNBA, women's tennis, whatever, women's anything, come join the Jonesboro Sports Family. We'll take care of y'all. We'll make sure we support you in each and every way. For me, people that got to keep it a bean, Warrior Nation. Warrior Nation. I spoke to some of y'all today.
I thought he was going back to Dallas.
I know. I had a few, but I was like, nah, like, we're not going to.
I was waiting. I was like, here we go.
We're not going to switch it up on.
Yo, I think at this point that needs its own segment.
There's some shit I do want to talk about, but we're gonna hold that. We're gonna hold that. I'm gonna let y'all gonna get off the hook today. But Warrior Nation. Warrior Nation, let's keep it a motherfucking bean. At some point, we just gotta give it up. We gotta give it up. And it's over. I don't know if y'all seen my post on Twitter, but it was a beautiful, it wasn't mine. I stole it from somebody. And it was a picture of the Golden State Bridge on fire. And it was just very symbolic of what's going on with the Warriors. The dynasty is over, y'all. It's over. I know y'all wanted to take another run at this and think, yes, because Steph is still at his end of his prime, on the decline, but he's still doing his thing. So you feel like you still can get another run? Not with this team. This team is going to have to need a switch up. We spoke on it earlier today, but a lot of y'all are still believing that this team with Draymond and Clay could still make another run. And I got to be real with y'all. It's not going to happen. It is over. Y'all got 4 of them goddamn things. There's not too many fucking trios in NBA history that can say they have 4 championships
all
with
together.
2 other players all together. Like Shaq and Kobe can't say that shit, and they're 2 of the greatest ever to do it. They got 3 together. Wade and LeBron only got 2 together. Kyrie and LeBron 1 together. Like some of the greatest just weren't able to get over that hump and win multiple times. They got 4 of them damn things. Be appreciative of it and keep it pushing. Just keep it pushing. Because a lot of y'all are telling yourselves that this shit can keep going. And I get it, because y'all spoiled with it. Y'all like Patriot fans. Y'all got 6 of them fucking things in a short span, and y'all think y'all gonna keep doing it. No, it's over.
It's clipped.
All good things come to an end, y'all. All good things come to an end. So, Warrior Nation, it was a good run, but it's over.
It was nice to last to y'all, but
it was nice to last. Y'all in the books. It can never. Nobody could talk about the Warriors and put slander on them.
Facts.
They were a shit for a while. Like nobody was fucking with the Warriors besides Danny from Full House. You feel me? Danny from Full House is the only nigga in the world that was repping the Warriors.
That's a fact.
Until Steph came. So
that's a fact.
It's over now. Danny, you got your ring. Shout out to you and the rest of Warrior Nation.
Shout out my son Bob Saget, man.
Bob Saget. Like
right,
there's some real ones that went through it. So shout out to them. Now, you didn't think I was gonna bring it back like that, huh? Now we moving on to our last segment of the show. My favorite segment of the show, Jonesing for Smoke. And this one is playoff edition, y'all. Jonesing for Smoke playoff edition. Who do y'all got smoke for in these NBA playoffs? E, we're starting with you. Talk to me.
Who do I have smoke for in the playoffs? There's a couple people I can go at, so I'm trying to narrow it down.
I don't narrow shit down, but come out.
I want to which team, because it's multiple different things. Oh, Clippers. You know how I feel about them. It's playoff time. They'll find a way to fuck it up. Phoenix.
Oh.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Phoenix.
Okay, let's get into it.
I understand the beef, but there's one dude that over there who talk a lot, and he's not a key member, and that's Nurkic. After the Warriors lost, he put the thing, it's all over, and it's like, cool, but you have never been the guy on your team or close to the guy on the team to talk the way he talks.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember seeing that video. Ben Simmons shot a free throw. He's like, hell no. And then Ben Simmons was like, yo, Nurk, you talk a lot of shit for somebody who's ass.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it's like, bro, it's true. It's like, you're there to rebound. Shut the fuck up.
Yo, that's a roll. That's a roll, though. Don't diminish.
Yeah, that's a roll. Okay.
It's definitely a roll.
Yeah, get the rebound and give the ball to Devin Booker. That's it. And then when you on the offense, get out the way of Devin Booker and KD.
Yo, that's probably why they losing. If they ran some plays.
And then one more player too. Chris Paul, it ain't happening, homie. You never get in that ring. You chasing it for too long. If you weren't so greedy and taking these damn contracts he was taking, you could have got yourself a ring, taking $40 million a year when you're not even worth half of that.
But why were people still paying that nigga that much this late in his career? Like, that's the shit that get me.
The NBA is still the league that pay dudes just because they name.
Yo, for real. Because that year after that Houston year, he'd have been done. He was done in my book. After that,
he revived it a little. That OKC
a little bit.
He brought them back, but after that, it was like, why?
Yeah, they were throwing the bag at that nigga. I understand that. That's a good one though. I like that one. Nico, who you got smoke for?
I got a little bit. I don't got enough for no full teams. I don't think. I think the only full team I got smoke for is full team Milwaukee. Just because I hate them niggas, man. Y'all thought that Dame trade was gonna do something. Y'all thought that Dame trade was gonna do something. Now look at that niggas about to get bounced by Indiana.
You know who the easy target in all this smoke is always gonna be? Thanasis.
I hate that nigga, bro. And he about to get mad minutes right now because it's gonna be mad garbage time on the clock for them.
Bro,
He's gonna get mad minutes. But I got smoke. I always got playoff smoke for Devin Booker because I think Devin Booker's a fucking loser. Like literally, bro, fucking loser. Like yo, pre Chris Paul, what was his resume?
True.
And then right after Chris Paul, he got KD. So it's like, all right, you still in sidekick mode. You younger than both of them. You've been there longer, so they calling it your team. But we know what's up.
You know what?
Like, you're really just a sidekick. You're a glorified sidekick.
I like your Milwaukee take too because you know the one guy I always have smoke for. Overrated as coach Doc Rivers.
Terrible coach.
Another year of coaching superstars. Another year you're not gonna win a championship.
You're probably gonna get bounced in round one. That's sad.
For sure. Definitely gonna get bounced in round one.
My Doc Rivers hate will stay here forever.
Who else? I got smoke for Cleveland because Donovan Mitchell.
He's just taking it out on people he don't like. That's what his smoke is for.
He got to show me. All these niggas is in the playoffs. They about to show y'all why I don't like it. Donovan Mitchell's a fucking loser, bro. Like, all in all, like, it's going to come down to it, and I hope it does. It's going to come down to a series where he got to be the man, and we going to watch that nigga fold like he do all the time. Same thing with Devin Booker. Same thing with who the fuck else? KD's folded every time he's had to be the man. Like, there's a lot of teams that's going to just collapse. I got mad upsets coming out the East, bro. I got Boston losing in round one. I got Milwaukee losing in round one.
Oh, he got the real smoke.
Got Boston losing to Miami or Chicago?
Absolutely. I got Boston losing to Miami. If Miami makes it, I got Boston losing to Miami hands down. If it's Chicago, I got Boston winning.
No Jimmy?
No Jimmy. I don't have Boston beating Miami, bro. Boston not. Miami got culture. Like, even without Jimmy, all of those niggas is dogs. They tough. They gonna put their face on your face. They gonna talk to you. Boston is not built that way. You do that to them for one or two games, and they like, yo, chill, bro. Like, let's hoop. Let's just hoop, man. Like, I don't. Jason Tatum's too pretty to engage in that behavior for 7 games.
Oh, you know what? I'm glad you said something. You made me think of another player too. Bradley Beal. You got all that talk. You were straight in over there. You haven't even been Bradley Beal all season.
It's been rough. It's been an adjustment.
I forgot he was playing this year.
He need a big playoffs. He need a big playoffs to really make that trade worth it. I mean, obviously they'll still be back next year, but this year is the year they definitely have the opportunity this year. So obviously injury definitely has something to do with that, but they really needed him healthy.
They needed a true point guard this year.
Yeah. My smoke is going for both the Nuggets and the Sixers. That's right. The team that the Lakers is playing and the team that the Knicks is playing. Fuck both of y'all. We taking both of y'all motherfuckers.
Knicks and 6, man. I ain't even worried about Philly.
Knicks
totally
and 6.
Unbiased. Totally unbiased.
I ain't even worried about Philly.
God damn it. Nah, the Lakers ones is 100% biased. The Lakers one
it's all biased.
Biased.
I'm just trying
to.
The
Knicks one isn't. The Knicks one, I really
all biased.
The Knicks one,
all
I
biased,
truly believe we will bust their ass. Like that one, I'm not even trying to be about. I really think we're gonna bust Philly ass, and I like Philly, and I like if they was healthy, I would go 7.
Y'all keep
like
saying
Knicks and 7, but
you want to know the fucked up part where y'all saying Knicks and 6? I'm thinking Knicks and 5.
Yo, it's possible. It's doable. It could happen.
I can see it. I'm just giving them something, dude, just because they got Embiid in time.
I'm giving Embiid one game.
I'm giving them,
I'm giving Embiid to win them one game, and then that's it.
Because I see the Knicks fucking up something. At least one game at home, one
where they
game.
get out coached.
Yeah,
I can see the
one
Knicks
of- one of-
losing like game 1.
Nah, I don't see us losing game one because it's at home. I think we're gonna be
No,
electric.
but that's
on
what it
game
is.
one.
I feel like sometimes, like the Knicks, you come out and it's like that team
I
that
think
just
game
came
two.
through the play-in got a little bit momentum.
Yeah, no, I feel you. But with again, it's
And plus,
Embiid
the
not
Knicks
looking
scare me.
himself. That's my thing.
The Knicks scare me at home day games.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They don't play the
play.
same
they're a
early.
primetime team.
Yeah,
Yeah,
early games they don't do as well.
but we got Brunson, so I ain't scared.
You feel
no,
me?
the
And
Garden's
Brunson
gonna be
we trust.
You heard?
The Garden's gonna be crazy.
The Garden's gonna be nuts. I ain't even gonna lie. I might even pull up just for some content. Get outside,
Just to be outside,
with the fans,
facts.
just to be outside with Nick,
Part of the
with the
Fuck
Nick
Trae Young
Nation.
movement.
You feel me? So I might be outside. Make sure y'all look out for me. I might be out there. I'll let y'all niggas know. But yeah, Philly and Nuggets. We ain't scared of y'all niggas. We coming straight for y'all niggas. And don't
What
be shocked.
Darvin Ham said, we want all the smoke and we ain't ducking no fades.
All of it. None of it. This
None.
is exactly what we wanted. You see, we ain't duck y'all and lose the game. No. We said let's win this fucking game. We coming right for y'all. We remember what y'all did. We remember. We got y'all asses. We got something for you. And I don't want to hear shit. If the Lakers, especially if the Lakers beat the Nuggets, boy.
Mike Malone gotta shut up for 2 years.
Boy.
I ain't gonna lie. If they beat the Mike Malone can't talk a Laker comment for 2 seasons.
Cause he be talking crazy.
Yo, he talked.
If the Lakers win, them niggas gotta deport Jokic.
For real. Send him home to fucking be with his horses.
Facts.
Oh,
tell him to go tend to his horses.
It's gonna be a whole lot of smoke up in the air if the Lakers win. Don't let that shit happen. I'm just letting y'all know I'm going to be irresistible because I'm gonna be talking shit nonstop. But that is all we got for our show. Anything that y'all want to bring up, fellas, before we close out?
I guess next week's episode, tune in. You're gonna hear live reactions to the first round of the draft.
Knicks in one. Knicks up 1-0.
Knicks gonna be up 1-0. Lakers gonna be up 1-0. Actually, we're gonna be up a few.
It's gonna be more than one. They play Saturday.
They're gonna be it's gonna be a few.
Oh yeah, by Thursday. So if they play
like
Saturday,
3 games. Should be like 3 games
Monday,
at least.
Games. So
Saturday,
Lakers
Monday,
will be
Wednesday,
up 2-1.
I think so.
Knicks
Yeah.
be up 2-1. I'm calling
Gentlemen
that.
sweep.
You know what I mean? Something like. You know what I mean? Something like. But appreciate y'all, each and every one of y'all, for pulling up to the Jonesin for Sports podcast. I am your host, Jones, my co-host E and Nico. As always, stay Jonesin. Peace.
You always do that.